Mr. John Buckley, Dean of Instruction, will now present the mace.
I declare open the 42nd Annual Commencement of Delaware Technical Community College, Terry Campus.
Please silence your cell phones and remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Ms. Emily Walls, followed by the invocation offered by Chaplain William Guy.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Excellent. Chaplain.
And now for the invocation. We rejoice today over the wonderful accomplishments, discipline, determination, and self-sacrifice that have led to this day of college graduation for the special graduates near and dear to us. It has been a great gift that they were able to learn from experts and teachers in their chosen fields, and that they are now prepared to give of themselves in service in areas such as agriculture, business, technology, the arts, health, education, public service, and communications. May the skills they have developed managing their time, setting priorities, and keeping focus during exams be the foundation on which they build successful careers and lives. We are thankful for the gathering of this wonderful day. Let us rejoice and be glad in it.
Thank you, Ms. Walls and Chaplain Guy. And everyone can please be seated now. Good evening. I'm June Charansky, Vice President and Campus Director of the Terry Campus of Delaware Technical Community College. To begin this evening's program, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the leadership team here of Delaware Tech. Please stand as I call your name, and the audience, please hold your applause until each group has been recognized. So first, from our Board of Trustees, Mr. Mark S. Stellini, Board Chairman. Mr. William G. Bush IV, Esquire, Kent County Trustee. Mrs. Salham Sue Saliba, At-Large Trustee. And also joining us this evening, Dr. Orlando J. George Jr., College President. Dr. Mark Brainerd, Executive Vice President. Mrs. Stephanie Smith, Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Judith Seipel, Vice President for Institutional Effectiveness and College Relations. Dr. Kimberly Joyce, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs. On behalf of the entire Terry campus community, I would like to thank all of you for your continued support and countless contributions to our students and the college. And I would now like to introduce the individuals who represent the administration of the Terry campus. These are the men and women who comprise the leadership team for our campus and work tirelessly to support our students every day. Again, please hold your applause until they have all been recognized. Mr. John Buckley, Dean of Instruction. Mr. Bill Murrow, Assistant Dean of Instruction. Dr. Martha Hostetter, Director of Communication and Planning. Ms. Jennifer Pyers, Dean of Student Affairs. Mr. William Ayers, Director of Administrative Services. Mr. Ray Parsons, Assistant Director of Administrative Services. Ms. Christina Cronus, Director of Business Services. Ms. Charlotte Lister, Director of Human Resources. Ms. Dana Sawyer, Director of Corporate and Community Programs. Mrs. Tammy Fenimore, President of the Staff Senate. Mrs. Deborah Lord, President of the Faculty Senate. Thank you all for your commitment and dedication to the students of Delaware Technical Community College. And also joining us in our audience are other college administrators and college supporters. Dr. Joanne Daminger, Associate Vice President for Student Affairs. Mrs. Tammy Kelly Watkins, Assistant Vice President for Public Relations. Ms. Jill Friedel, Director of Communications for the Delaware Department of Health and Social Services. Ms. Jill Rogers, Executive Director of the Delaware Healthcare Commission, and she has with her this evening her daughter, Ruby. And Dr. Anise Saliba, physician. Once again, good evening. We are here to celebrate the success of our graduating class of 2014. As with all graduating classes from Delaware Tech, you have varied backgrounds and diverse goals. So, just who are you? You're numbering 416 graduates. The average age of your class is 30, the youngest is 19, and the oldest is 63. 410 of you are Delaware residents. 26 of you are receiving multiple degrees. 25 are graduating with 2 associate degrees, and 1 of you is graduating with 3 associate degrees tonight. We have 1 graduating from our new renewable energy solar program. 168, or 40% of you, are graduating with honors. 8 of you with a perfect 4.0. We have you did a good job. We have a set of twins, and we also have 2 nursing students who entered the nursing program not knowing each other and are graduating and being engaged to each other. But as you know, tonight isn't all about numbers and statistics. Tonight is about celebrating each and every one of you and your success story. I read a quote by a great leader, Winston Churchill, and I immediately thought of you, our graduates. It is, some people dream of success, while others wake up and work hard at it. I know you have worked hard to get to this moment. You took your dream and lived it. You are a success. Your education is yours. No one can ever take that away from you. Delaware Tech has prepared you to accomplish everything and anything you set out to do. There are many successes that lie ahead of you. As you leave here tonight, you are joining thousands of Delaware Tech graduates who have gone before you to become healthcare providers, teachers, business leaders, policemen, and more. You are becoming part of an important group of individuals that are leaders in their field and help shape the future of our state and nation. Enjoy this evening and all the celebrations with your family and your friends. Congratulations. Thank you. It is now my honor to introduce the president of Delaware Technical Community College, Dr. Orlando J. George Jr., who during his 45 years with the college has dedicated himself tirelessly to our mission. He has served with honor and distinction. Delaware Tech has become the great institution it is today due to his leadership and continued focus on excellence and quality. His passion for the work of this college is unsurpassed. As president for the last 19 years, Dr. George's leadership has kept the college focused on our core values of access, opportunity, excellence, and hope. Please give a warm welcome to our president, Dr. Orlando J. George Jr.
Thank you, Dr. Taransky. Very, very kind introduction. Well, to members of the college community, Secretary Landgraf, Chaplain Guy, parents, family members, most importantly, the class of 2014. Yeah. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the entire college community, I want to extend to each of you our warmest congratulations. You have worked hard, you have persevered, and tonight you will be rewarded for that hard work and perseverance. Now, folks, I know it's not lost on anyone that we have a member of our armed services on the dais with us this evening, Chaplain Guy. And I think it's perfectly appropriate at your community college that we take the time to thank those members of the armed forces and our veterans, those men and women who have served our great country. So regardless of where you are seated, if you are a veteran or currently serving, will you please stand so that this community college can thank you for your service. Now, it's become a tradition at graduation that the graduating class assists the president in recognizing two very important groups of people that are with us tonight. So graduates, please get ready. I need your help. The first group are all the family members who are here this evening who have been there in support of you through your years of study at Delaware Tech. So graduates, please join me in showing your family how much you appreciate and love them. A classy thing for the class to do. Now, the second group that I need your help with in honoring and thanking is a group that it has been an honor and a pleasure to be part of. They happen to be the finest, most caring, dedicated faculty that you will find in any community college throughout our great land. Now, for those of you in the audience who are thinking, well, he's the president, he gets to brag about his faculty, I would remind you of the words of the great American humorist, Will Rogers. Will once said, "If you can do it, it ain't bragging." And ladies and gentlemen, this faculty does it each and every day. They help our students achieve the hopes and dreams that they have for themselves in their life. So I'm going to ask my faculty to please stand, and graduates and ladies and gentlemen, please help me honor this outstanding faculty of Delaware Tech. This faculty, along with their colleagues on the staff, are the reason why Delaware Tech has the outstanding reputation that it does. Now, as you leave the nest that has been Delaware Tech for the last several years, I have one vital piece of advice for you. And frankly, it's the same piece of advice I gave you when you first came to Delaware Tech at new student orientation. You would have heard it again and again if you came to any of the open forums that I had just for students. And that is, always remember to believe in yourself. Believe in your ability to set a goal, work hard toward that goal, get the help that you need, and then enjoy the success from all that hard work, just like you're doing this evening. We are so very proud of you. We are proud of your accomplishments. Again, congratulations, and enjoy your special evening.
Thank you, Dr. George, for those inspirational remarks. We truly appreciate it and truly insightful. So tonight, we are here also to hear our guest speaker, and we are honored that this evening with us is Rita M. Landgraf, Cabinet Secretary of the Department of Health and Social Services, one of the largest departments in the Delaware government. It is the leading agency charged with keeping Delawareans healthy and providing children, families, and seniors with their essential human services that they depend on. The department provides services that Delawareans consume every day across the life spectrum from birth to death. Secretary Landgraf is the chair and member of multiple committees, such as chair of the Health Fund Advisory Council and a member of Delaware's Health Care Commission. She received her Bachelor of Science degree in Community and Family Services from the University of Delaware. Prior to becoming Cabinet Secretary, she held positions that promoted a healthy society. In addition, she has always been a staunch advocate for those with disabilities. Secretary Landgraf is a true friend to Delawareans. We all live better lives because of her leadership. Please join me in welcoming Rita Landgraf.
First, let me say a heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2014. I feel so very honored to be part of your special day. This is your journey and is cause for great celebration. Your perseverance, persistence, passion for knowledge has paid off, and now your journey continues. Thank you to Vice President June Turansky for inviting me to speak, and I want to welcome all the graduates and their families. I also want to offer a special word of thanks to Delaware Tech's president, Dr. Orlando George. As you know, this is Dr. George's final graduation season as president of Delaware Technical Community College. He is retiring in June after spending 45 years at the college, including 19 as president. And he is well loved. Many of you already know that Dr. George will leave a long and lasting legacy at this college. As Secretary of the Department of Health, I want to personally thank him for his leadership, especially in growing the nursing and other health programs. Today, Delaware Technical Community College annually graduates the largest number of healthcare providers in our state, and many of them are with us today. Dr. George will be missed, but we know that a man of his character will continue to reinvent himself and continue to make our society a better place. Thank you so much, Dr. George. It is my honor to share the stage with you this evening. Now, back to the over 400 2014 graduates. Your investment in higher education is not only an investment in yourself, but those businesses, governments, organizations, and employers where a Delaware Technical Community College graduate is employed will receive a high rate of return on that investment. How do I know, you might ask? I am a supervisor that has benefited greatly from Delaware Technical College graduates within my workforce. I am joined by one today. Ms. Jill Rogers is a member of the Department of Health and Social Services leadership team as Executive Director of the Delaware Healthcare Commission. Jill is one of my most trusted advisors. She is with us today to celebrate along with you, along with her daughter, Ruby. Jill's success shows you the possibilities that earning a Delaware Technical Community College degree can bring. Now, let me share a few stories about these amazing graduates before us. Missy Landman, are you here, Missy? She is graduating from the paramedic program. The Terry campus has the only paramedic program in our state. As the daughter of a paramedic, Missy plans to follow in the footsteps of her late father, who was a member of the first group of paramedics in Sussex County. Missy, I know your dad is smiling proudly on you. How about Alex Cropper? Alex, are you with us tonight? Alex is a paralegal student and a military veteran. He is graduating with a paralegal certificate. He is also completing a paralegal internship with Senator Carper's office. Now, before entering the paralegal field, Alex was a drug and alcohol counselor for 7 years. When his job was eliminated, he decided to make a career change. Today, Alex is now just a few credits shy of also completing his master's degree in criminal justice. Congratulations to Alex. How about Emily St. Clair? She is graduating tonight with a dual degree in energy management and renewable energy solar. In the 2.5 years since Emily started in the energy program, she had a beautiful daughter named Bailey who had serious health issues. She completed requirements for both degrees, taking 22 credits in the fall of 2013 and 23 credits this term. She completed 2 separate co-ops with the State of Delaware Facilities Management and Vaughn Industries, and she was inducted into Phi Theta Kappa, the largest honor society in the United States. Emily shows you what is possible, despite the obstacles life may present to us. And today, most importantly, Bailey is a healthy little girl. This is a sampling of the caliber of students before us, soon to be graduates within the 2014 class. A Delaware Technical Community College graduate is indeed full of ability and one that demonstrates perseverance, persistence, and passion. Each of you has your own chapters within your autobiography. Since it is your autobiography, you are the main characters, but none of you can succeed on your own. And in the audience today are those who share your journey as your supporting cast. So I, too, would like to applaud the supporting cast, the parents, the faculty, spouses, partners, children, loved ones, and friends. You, too, need to be recognized for your investment in these fine, educated graduates before us. Your encouragement, advice, love, and devotion are a significant ingredient in the graduate's success. Thank you for your role in making this day possible. Now back to the graduates. This day brings forth reflection and future focus. So I wish to share with you some guiding principles as you continue your journey of purpose and promise. In Randy Pasha's bestseller book titled The Last Lecture, he quotes from his father. His father warns that even if you are in a position of strength, whether at work or in relationships, you must always play fair. Just because you're in the driver's seat, he'd say, doesn't mean you have to run people over. John Snoddy at Disney states, if you wait long enough, people will surprise and impress you. He further advised, when you're frustrated with people, when they've made you angry, it just may be because you haven't given them enough time yet. Remember the virtue of patience. Everyone has a good side. It just may take some longer to demonstrate it. Both of these teachings are simple ones, but very profound. We know that demonstrated leadership is not a title or a position, but how we carry ourselves and support the gifts of others. To be an effective follower is leadership. To be an effective leader is learning how to follow when it produces a better outcome for all involved. Now let us turn to true success and true accomplishment. They are more defined by what we do with our failures, how we deal with adversity. Those are the times that instill lasting impressions within our minds. Those are the magical times that we learn most about ourselves. Embrace those failures. All of us have our own moral compasses, value systems that typically guide our behavior. My advice is to be true to your moral compass. And in life and in work, these values may be called into question. I know they have been for me, and in my office, I have a hanging of the tree of life, a beautiful sturdy tree with many branches and leaves, the kind that brings you respite and shade from a hot summer day. This visual is one that is a constant reminder. If it is a matter of principle, stand tall. But if it is a matter of style, learn to bend. When winds blow, the tree that bends remains intact, while the rigid timbers snap and fall. There are several ways to achieve a certain outcome. Remember the outcome and bend with style. But never, ever compromise your ethics and your integrity, and find a trusted mentor to assist you in knowing the difference between the two. This is an area that becomes very cloudy at times. Also, do not be reckless with people's hearts. Treat individuals with kindness, even when it is really hard, since that is when it really matters. In the recent decade, our country has been experiencing trauma that has left many less optimistic, some frightened, sad, and angry. As parents of young children, many find it difficult to explain and try to shield the youth from these tragedies, only to find that in today's society, that is impossible. So the advice to children is also the advice that we as adults can benefit from. This comes from Mr. Rogers. When I was a boy, I would see scary things in the news. My mother would say to me, always look for the helpers. You will always find people helping. My advice to you, be those helpers. And my final thought to share is one that I hope you will embrace forever. All of us share a common bond as humans. We all have absolutely no control over two dates that occur that are very significant to each and every one of us. These dates occur at the time of our birth and at the time of our death. They are documented by certificates and filed in a vital statistic registry. For the most part, we have no real control over these dates. Sometimes they surprise, and sometimes they are predicted as we anticipate a birth or as we anticipate the final stages of life here on earth. But what we do have control over is what we choose to do with that dash in between that birth and death date. That dash is open-ended to each and every one of us. We can fill it with a life of purpose and promise. We can lead and succeed and make this world a better place because we were here. The time is ripe for greatness. I say to you, dash on, class of 2014, dash on. Delaware Technical Community College graduates, dash on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Secretary Landgraf, for your thoughtful remarks and for everything you do for our state. We are so pleased that you're here to celebrate this special occasion. And now, for the presentation of the candidates, Dean Buckley.
At this time, members of the class of 2014, please stand. Mr. Bush, I present to you the candidates for the Associate in Applied Science degree, the Associate of Arts in Teaching degree, and the candidates for diploma.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Delaware, I hereby confer upon these duly authenticated students the degree of Associate in Applied Science, Associate of Arts in Teaching, or the diploma, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Delaware Tech graduates, you may now change your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2014.
For accounting, Omar Jana. Brittany McDonald. Dana Montgomery. Rebecca Parker. Suzanne Schorb. For entrepreneurship, Savannah Wilson. For general business, David Hill. Selena Polish. Brianna Prescott. Jem Springer. For hospitality management, Jalen Mack. For management, Tramika Cherry. David Dons. For the degree in marketing, Gertha Brave. Leah Brewer. Himani Patel. Haley Walker. For office administration, Edie Hobbs. Tracy Talley. For paralegal, Daria Gland. Christy Williams. Nicholas Yeager. For computer information systems, Krista Patterson. For information security, Nathan Christensen. Kara George. Brian Innerarity. James McCarthy. Joseph Shepard. For microcomputers and networking, Shamara Giddens. For web development, Jane Carroll Baquin. Cameron Thunstrom. For culinary arts, Amber Italian. Daryl Davis. Laura Gafford. Stephen Gasbeck. Brandon Grossman. Zachary Grunden. Reginald Jones. Philip Lazarus. Susan Maldonado. Leah Milton. Jessica Pinkham. Cheryl Rowe. Max Supinski. Megan Stearns. Amy Stinnett. Seth Thomas. Tyler Webster. Zoe Williams. Madeline Wilson. For early care and education, birth to second grade, Kelly Fox. For early childhood development, Brittany Hebert. Jessica Miller. For elementary education, Amber Brellahan. Jeanette Castillo. Kelly Coleman. Alicia Cox. Amber Duran. Julia Getz. Kelsey Hall. Tina Freeman. Erin Jewell. Naomi Johnson. Joseph Koziek. Jasmine Lyles. Lauren Martin. Latoya McGuire. Melody Miller. Trevor Mullane. Lauren Neild. Hannah O'Neill. Candy Quick. Joshua Summer. Lindsay Staniszewski. Michelle Statz. Christina Tilley. For the degree in architectural engineering, David McHale. Nathan Taylor. For the biomedical option, Kalibo Lowry. For computer engineering technology, Matthew Trice. For computer network engineering, Joseph Browning. James Myers. For construction management, Cody Doherty Hayes. For electromechanical engineering technology, Brad Hanna. John Sandy. Steve Seshapine. For energy management, Lauren Silva. For renewable energy solar, Emily St. Clair. For interior design, Erica Keene. Hannah Kuban. Dewan Short. Jessica Yasher. For math science concentration, Matthew Moffitt. Caleb Posley. Justin Zobel. For the associate degree in nursing, Jennifer Anderson. Alexis Barnwell. Christopher Betts. Devi Bagwandin. Eunice Boyd. Shannon Brown. Sarah Burris. Jessica Butler. Ramo Carino. Sonia Cobb. Tiffany Cole. Melissa Collins. Queenie Del Rosario. Michelle Dorset. Samantha Drejka. Angelica Hackney. Angela Huffman. Lisa Hughes. Rachel Hurd. Crystal Johnson. Claire Karaoke. Elena Kinnison. Charnel Little. Shannon McBride. Tiffany McLaughlin. Nancy Mercado. Kim Moore. Monica Miles. Catherine Naindamo. Elizabeth Zoma Williams. Sarah Jha. Kelly Palikar. Julia Robb. Cynthia Reed. Kimberly Rodriguez. Tiffany Smith. Jade Spencer. Carol Strythow. Shannon Tapman. Jessica Thompson. Nicole Tui. Martina Travis. Ashley Wenzer. Sarah Weaver. Dina Weeks. Kenneth Williams. Jennifer Wright. For surgical technology, Amber Borowski. Joanne Chilcote. Cassandra Compton. Leandra Fales. Amanda Perez. Stephen Sari. Daphne Warrington. For criminal justice, Benjamin Dabson. Thomas Floyd. Matthew Furman. Candace Howell. Troy Lewis. Ashley Mason. Angela Poor. Stephen Pugmire. Anthony Ruggiero. Christopher Salazar. Kayla Smith. Ashley Spencer Connor. Jesse Vitanza. For drug and alcohol counseling, Hamilton Burris. Caitlin Creech. Colette Powell. Michael Shanefelter. Cassandra Sharp. Elizabeth Stevens. Thaddeus Williams. For Homeland Security and Emergency Management, Adrian Aponte. Ron Baglivo-Reese. Brian Collison. Rebecca Deem. Joanne DiDonato. Sean Foster. Christopher Light. Ashley Little. Brandon Olenek. Ronald Pant. Michael Siegfried. For Human Services, Rayford Adams. Kiana Carter. Yasmin Cheatham. Rachel Sifala. Tiffany Cradle. Samantha Creedon. Shantoni Cummings. Latoya Fenwick. Henry Hassepin. Hope Hicks. Michael Pere Jones. Mona Kinnell. Tracy McDonald. Angel Mead. Keisha Smith. Danae Spearing. Katrina Swayze. Kristen Walls. Michelle Westbrook. For law enforcement option, Joshua Courts. Michael Hilliard. Robert Spanier. For visual communications advertising design, Abdul Al-Ghali. Omar Al-Ghali. Ryan Akinase. Ranisha Brown. Susan Cook. Taryn Cooper. Tamara DeLeo. Jordan Doherty. Justice Downer Clark. Victoria Edwards. Rebecca Hoover. Colleen Kennedy. Maura Marafini. Madison Matthews. Dane Melvin. Hillary Mitchell. Eric Morell. Rachel Pentecost. Sarah Sellers. Corey Sheffer. Sasha Slipchevich. Rebecca Tomzak. For practical nursing studies, Dennis Daniel. Natasha Rose.
I'm getting that last person seated. As graduating members of the class of 2014, you now become Delaware Technical Community College Alumni Association members. Here to officially induct you into membership is our Alumni Association President, Mr. Gary Pippin. Gary is a 2005 Terry Campus graduate with an associate degree in visual communications. He is also the recipient of the 2012 Distinguished Alumni Award.
Thank you, Dr. Taransky. And now would all the graduates please stand. It gives me great pleasure to officially welcome you, the class of 2014, into the Alumni Association of Delaware Technical and Community College. As members of the Alumni Association, you have the full rights, privileges, and responsibilities to further the growth and development of Terry Campus of Delaware Technical and Community College. Congratulations. Thank you.
So all of us here at Delaware Tech hope that your journey through life brings you the success, happiness, respect, and the admiration that you deserve. Now please stand for the benediction, which will be offered by Chaplain Guy.
Congratulations, graduates. And now for the benediction. And now as you move forward into your future, may you be a channel of divine peace, bringing love where there is hate, harmony where there is discord, and hope where there is despair. May you seek to comfort and understand rather than be comforted and understood. May you remember that it is by giving that one receives, by self-forgetting that one finds, and by forgiving that one is forgiven. May you bring faith where there's doubt, truth to error, light to shadows, and joy to sadness. May God bless you and keep you all the days of your life. Amen.